Hello, my lovelies, and a big, huge welcome to the Bliss and Thrive podcast. If you are new here, we talk about health, fitness, mindset, wellness, motivation, and we have a good old girly chat. It is your host, Caris Anderson here, and today we are doing another Sweat It story. So last time we did this, I had such an amazing reception. So last week I did one with my client Sharon, and today we have got Claire. And it's another incredible story about a real woman who has tried every diet under the sun, including the cabbage diet, and finally found her way to real, true health, true fitness, and true happiness with her body. And it's a really incredible interview. I really hope you enjoy it. Claire is super fun. She's amazing. She's such a great part of my programs, as we really focus a lot on community in my programs, because I feel like that's what's missing sometimes in this world. So I hope you enjoy today's episode. It's absolutely wonderful. And if you want to start your own journey and have your own Sweat It story, then I've popped the link in the description to come and join us in the Sweat It squad. I can't wait to have you there. I hope you enjoy today's episode. Let's go. Hi Claire, big welcome. I'm so happy that you can join me today. So I just wanted to share your incredible story because people may have seen on my social media your before and after pictures that you're so generous to share with everyone, and you look incredible. And I think that it's really important for everyone to hear the story behind the transformation pictures and kind of meet the person behind the transformation pictures and kind of see what you've been going through. So I would love it if we could start, like, how were you feeling before you came on the program? What had you tried before? Kind of where were you at and what made you want to get started with all this?
Well, goodness, where do I start? I've been this type of person that literally just tries anything for a quick fix, to lose weight, to get into, I don't know, a pair of jeans, pair of trousers for a night out in a month's time. So I've tried everything. I've tried diet pills, which was just awful, absolutely awful, made you feel absolutely awful. I've tried Slim Fast memberships where they've been dropped at the door. Wow. Literally morning, lunch, dinner for Slim Fast. Crash dieted it for a month. Got into what I wanted. As soon as I went back to eating, piled all the weight back on again, and just making you just feel sluggish and just awful. So I've tried everything. I've tried the vegetable soup, the cabbage diet that you do.
I bet you were farting all over the place with that one.
Well, considering I don't eat anything green, it was pretty gross. So pretty much just, I've always been on the bigger side anyway. I've always been, I always thought big built, but actually it's greed. When I look back now and reflect now, I ate far too much. I ate far too much of the wrong stuff. What was
like the real reason you wanted to change? So you're trying all these diets and stuff. Do you know, like, have you connected with, like, what was the real thing there that why you wanted to change?
My health. I live in a bungalow. I've got one set of stairs. To run up this one set of stairs, I was absolutely shattered. I was, my knees were killing me because I was putting weight on. Got weak knees anyway. It was the health. It was I couldn't breathe because I couldn't exercise. I couldn't run for a bus when I was going to work, and I thought I was going to die and hyperventilate. It's just the general feeling of sluggish and fat, absolute horrid, So and not being able to get in any clothes and going to the wardrobe every morning before I go to work, think, okay, what can I wear? Oh, that don't fit me, throw that one away, and being there for about half an hour till somebody actually said to me, oh, that looks not too bad on you. Just generally just feeling awful about the amount of weight. And I've lockdown, I put loads of weight on, it just got to the crunch point where sister Jules said to me, come on, do it, try it. And I thought, well, let's go for it. Let's just do it. And yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah, I'm so glad Jules got you on board. So Jules, your sister, has also done so well in the program. You guys together, you're right, like fit team now. This is amazing. Okay, so you got to the point after lockdown and everything, it was kind of crunch time. It was time to find something, and it just so happened that Jules was doing my program. And then what's the journey after that? What have you been doing for the last, 7 months now?
August. So literally had to go back to basics, like teaching, a toddler to be eating healthy food. First thing, massive thing for me was sugar. I had to completely wean myself off of the sugar. I was having, on average, 8 to 10 cups of coffee a day with 4 sugars, spoonfuls of sugar in each. So sugar was, I've got such a sweet tooth, and I had to completely just think, right, okay, Canderel, job lot of Canderel came in, started the Canderel, dropped the sugar in the coffee and tea. That was a big thing that I changed. Then breakfast, never ate breakfast in my life. So educated myself to have a breakfast, but have it at a decent time and try and get full up from that. So yeah, from going from like 48 years of age, never really forever having a breakfast that I can remember to having that. And
what was the important thing about having breakfast then for you? Was it the fact then that you made better decisions because you weren't like so hungry when you got into work and stuff? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, travel into the city, so I'm leaving early anyway, so I couldn't eat breakfast at 6 o'clock in the morning anyway, but I was getting to work and I was hungry, sitting down at the desk. 8:30, the chocolate had come out, the crisps had come out, the croissants would be bought from Costa Coffee, and just stuffing them away because I was so hungry, just needed the sugar.
Yeah, you feel like you need the sugar. This is the thing we talk about in the program a lot, is your, first thing you're having in the day is a tea or a coffee with sugar. And then when you come off that sugar, you feel like you need the sugar again. And then you hit yourself with a chocolate, and then you come down off that and you feel like you need it again. Getting out of that cycle and becoming a slave to the sugar is really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, big. And, it's just every time I was hungry, it was just a quick fix. It was never a substantial meal. Because I was just always hungry, because I was just always just grabbing something quick, and that something quick was always unhealthy. It wasn't, and there was no thought into it. There was no thought process of what I was putting in my mouth. It was just, it's just making me not hungry anymore.
So you've become totally aware and mindful of like what's going in your mouth, how it's serving you. Like, is that going to fill me up? Is that something for like fun and like, make me feel good in the moment? Or is that something that's actually going to like nourish me and make me feel energized?
Yeah, definitely. Or even for a treat. If I'm eating something, I think, oh, that's my treat. If I do have something, and it's of a small quantity rather than a huge packet of whatever. So yeah, completely.
If you have it that often, like if you have chocolate for breakfast, it's not a treat anymore, is it? It's like not the definition of a treat anymore.
No. I want to be sitting down of an evening, if I'm watching a film or chilling out with family, a little bowl of popcorn. That's my treat. That's I've savoured that all week to have that, or that all day, or whatever it is, to have it. So yeah, just constantly mindful about what I mean, but not to the extent where it takes over your life, but just literally taking it day by day.
Yeah, I think with you, your journey was quite interesting because, we talk in the program about 80-20 lifestyle, and you can still leave 20% space for like treats and things like that. But I think you did such an overhaul. I know you still have treats and stuff like that, but because you did like a total 180 of where you were, what you were eating before to how you eat now. Yeah. So I think you felt the benefits of that so much. And I literally live for the moments you post in the group when you talk about that you've tried a new vegetable. Like, it's my highlight, because even like 6 months later, something will come up and you'll say, oh, first time I've tried this. I love it.
I tried beetroot, fresh beetroot this week.
How good is that? Something new.
It makes your wee red though.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't know. Going back to the food, vegetables in our house I've always bought for the children. The husband eats lots of vegetables. They'd all have their dinners piled up with the vegetables, and mine would just be like the meat and the potato and a bit of gravy, or that's just the meat. And now my plate on a Sunday for Sunday dinner is vegetables, that's the first thing I eat. First thing I eat is the vegetables. I'm picking up runner beans and eating them. It's like,
So you're a new woman. You're a new woman. So all of these changes you've made then, has there been any points where you found it really difficult and, wanted to give up and just kept going anyway? Or have you found it like just a breeze?
certainly the first week was always going to be tough because of dropping the sugar. So I think for me, and with all the crash diets that I've done, probably the first 2-3 weeks were the hardest, because you see a result and you think, oh, I'm fine now, I'm done, and then you sort of slip.
The 2-week mark is a tricky one. Your mind plays tricks with you.
Really tough. Like, you're hungry because you're eating less, your sugar is dropped because you've cut out your sugar. So I'd say that the exercise was a killer for me, because I've never done any form of workout, been to the gym, nothing in my life. So I'd say definitely the first month was really, really hard, but you can see the results. You can see the results and you can feel better. Even after doing a week's worth of workouts, I felt stronger and I felt better. So that sort of motivates you to think, oh, okay, it is working, I'm going to keep with it.
And let me ask you now then, do you still feel hungry, or do you feel full on everything you eat?
I don't ever feel hungry, ever. I haven't felt hungry at all. And if I am hungry, it's because I've not had the proper lunch, or I've not had the proper dinner, and I've been a little bit skimpy on and not watched my macros, and also I must say, water. If I'm hungry, I'm not always hungry, it's just because I'm thirsty. So I'll drink the water, and then by the time I've had a glass of water, I'm not hungry anymore. It's like mind games in a way. So no, I'm never hungry, ever hungry. And if I am, then I'll pick up something. If I'm at home, I'll pick up some fruit, and if I'm at work, then I'll just drink loads of water.
Yeah, I think that's like you, in those first couple of weeks when you're just adjusting and letting go of the sugar, your body is getting this like craving, and also, because you did change so much, maybe you are thinking all the time, oh, I can't have that, I can't have that, I can't have that. And then your body is like reminding you that you want it more often. So that can be really tricky when you're changing so much at the beginning so quickly. So you did so well to stick through it and push through that. And then the next thing I wanted to ask you is just comparing yourself this time, like now, to this time maybe last year, or maybe after the lockdown last year. How do you feel now? And, when you look back?
I'm just completely different. I'm a completely different person in every single way. I'm completely different in my moods. I'm happier. So therefore, everything around you, life, family, it's more settled, it's more calmer, because I'm not all snappy and moody because of the food. I feel better health-wise. I've got so much more energy. I sleep a million times better. Everything, it's a whole complete package. It's a whole... it's been a life changer, really. I just feel completely different. My clothes are still falling off of me and are comfortable, and my skin, my hair, everything. Well, I haven't had a haircut, but the skin, everything. But it's everything. Everything's just brilliant. I just feel I'm a completely different person.
I do think that what you said there about it being like a whole circle, like it's everything, it's complete. You get into this journey because you said like you felt fat and you felt, you know, your health or whatever. And then when you start making the changes and you start to change bit by bit by bit, you realize like, okay, the weight's dropping off, I look amazing, but everything changes. It has a knock-on effect on everything, like your energy, so therefore how you are with your family, you know, your sleep, so therefore like everything changes. And that's what I love, that it's not just the aesthetics. And that's why with a before and after picture, yeah, it looks great. Look, you've lost so much weight, you look so fit, but there's so much going on behind that.
Yeah, definitely. The scales, it's great that they're going down, but it's, for me, it's about how I feel, and how I can continue on with it for the rest of my life, not just for the quick fix that it always was with everything. This has got to be me, and this has got to be how I'm going to carry on being for the rest of my life. Yeah, for being healthy, and educating my kids to do more, because now I'm doing more. I see that they're not doing enough.
Yeah, I know. They're like, damn it.
Exactly. And you should be, yeah. And why are you eating a great big bag of things like that? You can have half of that and have half another day, you know. And yeah, just being. I just want to stay like this. I don't want it to go back ever to how it was before.
You will never. You can't. You physically can't now.
No.
Because you've changed so much up here. You've changed so much, like the real stuff you've changed. Not just getting shakes delivered to your door and swapping them out for a meal. You've transformed. You've not just changed little things, you've transformed your life, which is incredible. And I love that you passed it on to the next generation and your children. They're going to be much healthier in their life now because you've made a change. Like, that's just incredible.
Yeah, no, brilliant.
If you had one piece of advice to someone who needed to make a change like you did, and maybe they're struggling, maybe they've been through the same kind of diet cycle that you were in before, and you know they can't see a way out of that yo-yo dieting, and they're maybe just struggling a bit, what would you say to that person?
Give it a go, and give it time. Definitely give it time. Don't just think you're going to get results in 2 weeks and it be done. It's a life-changing thing. Get the first move is to get up and get going. Yeah. And once you've done that, once you've made that step, keep with it and keep motivated. And every day is a new day. So if you have a bad day, that's fine. You've had a bad day. Tomorrow's a new day.
Love that.
So don't just think of all the wasted stuff that you've done before, the wasted journey you've had before. Carry on and keep with it. And the weeks go by so quick. So before you know it, another week's done and you're a bit more stronger. So just
patience and consistency.
Patience is the word I'm thinking, yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Claire. Like, your story is just so inspiring because you've worked so hard and you've completely changed your life around. And not only do you look incredible, I can just tell from the inside out you feel incredible. It's lovely. So thanks for spending time with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, take a screenshot, tag me in on Instagram at Caris Anderson so I can tag in Claire. And have a wonderful day. Share this with some friends. Leave me a review. Like it if you're watching it on YouTube. I appreciate your support so much. And I will be seeing you in the next episode.